Hi guys, so I don't know if I like how far away the camera is. I'm used to it being all up in my face. But yeah, so before I begin, I'm sorry that I haven't made a video in so long. I've literally been working and working and working and then working a little some. I'm actually working today soon, but I was like, I'm gonna make a video, so I got up earlier and I got ready earlier so I could make a video for you guys. So yes, so this is gonna be kind of just a lot of stuff. I just bit my tongue. A lot of stuff piled into one video. So let me just get everything up on my phone because I'm prepared. So first of all, I'm having a total mind blank. So okay, this video is going to have some paranormal in it, some stuff about tattoo that I'm going to get. But first of all, I have exciting news. Without going into too much detail, one of my best friends lives in another state. She lives in South Australia. I live in New South Wales, so if you don't know where that is, go Google map of Australia and see where it is. I actually met her online like 7 years ago. I was like 11, so yeah, 7 years ago, and we've never met before. She was actually going to come down for my 18th birthday. And I was cool with that, you know. I was like excited because here in Australia 18 is when you can like legally drink and go out and get into places. I don't drink anyway, but I mean it'll just be exciting to go out and maybe to be able to have like one drink. I don't know. I've mentioned this in another one of my videos, but I'll talk about why I don't drink later on. But yeah, so she was going to come down for my 18th, and then something exciting happened. So she bought tickets to City and Colour, which is the singer Dallas Green, for her and a friend of hers for his birthday. But cut a long story short, he pulled out, so she was left with a spare ticket, and she was telling me about it, and I was like, So I asked my mum, and I was like, you know, blah blah blah, her name's Mel. She's got a spare ticket to a concert, and I was wondering if I could go, and she said yes, and I was like, oh my god. Because the reason why we've never met before is because I've been in school, and like it's too difficult for me to, you know, I didn't even have a proper job. I worked at Franklin's, which is a shopping supermarket, for a few months, but I didn't make enough to be able to afford for a plane ticket. So yeah, so I'm going there on the 17th of May to see City and Colour in concert. Sorry, an obnoxious car just went past. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm going to the concert that's on the 18th of May, and I'm so excited about it. Like, but the funny thing is, we keep forgetting that I'm actually going there for a concert. Like, we're more excited about actually meeting each other. And I know people are like, what if she's a pedophile? She's not. Trust me on that. She's not a pedophile. So I'm probably going to vlog me seeing her. Sorry, I gave Ellie a raw bone, and I'm just watching her eat it, and it's just making me feel sick. So yeah, I'll probably vlog it because, you know, I want a freaking documentation of the fact that I went and met her. So yeah, I don't know if she's going to come down for my 18th because it's literally, I'm going down on the 17th of May. My birthday's on the 17th of June, so I don't know if she'll still come up for my 18th. I hope so, but you know, whatever. Doesn't matter if she doesn't. Moving on to another subject. For those of you who don't know, I talked about a few of these subjects in my blog TV, but I said I was going to make a video on it because, you know, not all of you were at blog TV, obviously. Nathan and I broke up like almost 2 months ago, so yeah, that's probably why you guys haven't heard me talk about him or anything. Alana and I actually filmed a relationship advice video, but I was rewatching it, and that's just, I'm not comfortable putting it up because I'm not over the breakup. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you're with someone for a long time and you plan things together and then you break up, like, it's not something that you can easily get over. I'm not going to make a whole advice video right now, but I actually watched on a TV show a psychologist talking about breakups, and she compared it to someone dying because of the fact that, you know, you see this person all the time, you talk to them, and then when you break up, that person is completely gone out of your life, and it's so true. So yeah, so I'm doing okay. I'm not going to say I'm doing good. I have better days than others, but you know, it's a sad part of life that your heart has to get broken. And yeah, moving on. I have a tattoo planned that I'm going to get. Not as soon as I turn 18. I haven't changed my mind on it, but I just want to keep thinking about it just to make sure that it's what I want, because obviously it's going to be on your body for the rest of your life. So my idea is I'm going to get it on my back in the middle of my shoulder blades, because I want it somewhere where I can show it if I want to. So like if I'm wearing a strapless dress or something like that, or swimmers, you guys will be, not you guys personally, but people will be able to see it. But then I want to be able to hide it. Like the dress, this is actually a dress that I have on today. The back is like high, so you couldn't be able to see if I had a tattoo or not. So I did want it somewhere where if need be I could hide it. Just, I don't know, if I ever have to go for a job and they're like, no tattoos, well, I'm like, I can hide it. So yeah, I'm going to get it in between my shoulder blades, and I'm going to get the quote, "We are the creators of our own happiness." Now, obviously when I go to a tattoo artist, they'll be able to figure it out for me. I don't know if I'll be able to get it just in one line or in two, if that makes sense, because I want it big enough for people, don't bury it, for people to be able to read it, obviously, because I don't want people to have to be like, what does that say? So yeah, I'll insert a photo in a second of the fonts that I have kind of been deciding. Ali is so weird. I gave her, like I said, I gave her a raw bone and she was chewing it in front of me, and she's just gone and put it behind the couch, and she's like, I'll leave it there. Hello, can you guys see? I don't know if you can. Hello baby, come here, come here, yeah, so depending on, you know, like what the tattoo artist says, because obviously I'm not going to let them change what I want, but if it's going to look dumb, if it's going to be too small in one line, I'll get it in two. I don't know, but that's my idea. And I mean, I don't feel as though, I don't feel as though I really need to explain it, because it's kind of self-explanatory. You know, you can take it however you want it. We are the creators of our own happiness. You make yourself happy. Some weird people. So yes, and now I'm going to tell you guys some paranormal stories. I actually told these on Blog TV, but I just haven't gotten around to making a video on it. Ellie, don't touch me. You've been eating raw meat. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Go away. She's wagging her tail, but don't. I don't want your mouth near me. Oh, now you're going to sniff your butt? That's nice. No, no. You ate. I'm being attacked. Don't touch me. Go over there. Go. Sorry about that. I was being attacked by a raw meat eater, and I just did not want that on my dress. So yeah, these are pretty old, but you know, you guys can deal with it. So the first thing is, it hasn't been happening lately, but it did happen for a few days in a row. My mum will be in the kitchen and she'll hear like tapping or knocking on her cupboards, which makes no sense. There's no other reason to why. She has the bone, the raw meat bone, right behind me. Help. Yeah, so she's heard tapping on the cupboards. Sorry, Ali is totally, she's rolling all around on the carpet. Yeah, so she's heard tapping and stuff, and a few times Mum and I have been freaking interrupting. Mum and I have come home from being out somewhere, and as soon as we walk in the door, the TV will turn on, and like it doesn't turn on any other time except for when we've been like come home. And it happened once because like my mum gets up at like 6 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work, because she leaves the house at 8, and I mean I sometimes work, my hours change for what I work, so normally I'm not awake when she gets up and goes to work. So she said she came out one morning and the TV turned on as soon as she, because like there's the door there, the hallway door, you guys have seen it in all my videos. She opens that and the TV will turn on, so I don't know what that is, and Ali's right next to me chewing a raw bone and I can't handle it. So yeah, and another one is Mum and I were at a pub having lunch, and it was a day where footy was on, so there was all just guys around us where we were sitting, And Mum and I had just finished talking, and we were just kind of like sitting not talking, and all of a sudden we heard, "Hello darling, I have a message for you." And we heard it in the most calming woman's voice I have ever heard in my entire life. Sorry, my camera died. Yeah, so we heard that voice, and it was so calming, and there was only men around us, which it made, and the heart, like, Ellie, get away from me. She has a raw bone like right next to me. Yeah, there was just men, good girl. There was just men around us, and like, you know when you're out somewhere and it's busy and you can hear the talking but you can't really understand what it's saying because it's just people, just a whole group of people talking. This was as though the person was like right in between my mum and I and whispered it in our ears, and Mum was like, "Did you hear that?" And I was like, "Yes." So I don't know what that was. It was really, really interesting because I've never had that happen before. I've never really experienced anything in public, if that makes sense. I don't know. And lately it's been happening a few times a week. It happens at night time only, actually, and I've tried to record this on camera, but every time I by the time I find my camera, turn it on, it stops. So let me paint a picture for you guys. We live in a unit block. There's only 3 stories. There's only 42 units. We're number 42. We live on the top floor, and we've always lived on the bottom floor. So, I mean, when you live on the bottom floor, you hear the people above you sometimes. And when we first moved in, I'd hear like these footsteps and dragging sounds like above us. But I never thought anything of it because we've always lived on the bottom floor. So I've just always you know, passed it off, blah, blah, blah. Mum's heard it as well, and we've just never really thought about it because we're so used to hearing it, if that makes sense. This is the first time we've lived on the top floor. And a few nights ago, I actually posted it on my Facebook. I think I posted it on Twitter as well, I don't remember. It clicked, and I was like, hold on, we're on the top floor. Why am I hearing dragging sounds? It sounds like someone's grabbing like a couch or something on wood floor or something heavy and dragging it. And you can hear like knocking and tapping, and it freaked me out. As soon as it clicked in my head that we're on the top floor and I shouldn't be hearing that, I was like, oh my God. And like, I don't know what it could be, because there's like a manhole, I don't know what it's called, right at the front of our front door, but you kind of need a ladder to get to it, and there's like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to why I'm hearing sounds above me. And it's not sounds from next door, because like I said, I used to live on the bottom floor, so I know what it sounds like when someone's above you. And it happens quite often, actually. And like I said, every time I try and whip the camera out, it stops, and it's so annoying because I want to capture it for you guys. So I'm going to keep trying, and hopefully I can get it on camera. But if not, it's just so weird. It just sounds like people are moving furniture, and there's like walking and stuff, but it's above us. But above us is a roof space, so I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. And the last thing is, it actually happened to me last night. I finished work at 9:15 last night, because in Australia, I don't know about in other countries, we have like late night trading on Thursdays for shopping centres. So normally shopping centres close at like 5:30ish, but on Thursday nights we shut at 9. So last night I finished work at 9:15. I was walking home by about, I don't know, 9:30, 9:45, and I was walking past. This is so difficult to explain because you guys don't know how to explain it, but basically when you're walking past the unit block on the street, you can see the path that goes down to the washing lines. And I mean, it was like 9:45 on a Thursday night, like it was dead, there was no one around, and out of my peripheral vision I saw like this figure, and it was a man, and it had short dark hair and like a blue t-shirt on, and I kind of just saw it walking down the path. Sorry, I'm looking away, because when I'm talking about things and I'm trying to remember them, I kind of like have to look away to picture it in my head, if that makes sense. Yeah, and it had like a blue shirt on, and when I saw it in my peripheral vision, I was like, oh, and I didn't think anything of it, and then I was like, wait, who is that? And I looked, and there was no one there, and I saw them at the beginning of the washing line path, and it's a lot excuse me, it's a long path, so they like were completely vanished by the time I looked. So I don't know what that was, and I feel like there was something else that I had to tell you guys about, but I don't think there was. Yeah, I think that's all. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing great. I'll try I don't think I'll be able to get this video up today because I have work in like an hour and a bit, so I might upload it tomorrow, I think, but I'll probably, who the fuck cares? You guys don't care. So yeah, and I hope everyone's doing great. Go like my Facebook page so we can stay in contact, because we're biffles, right? I know. Yeah, I have heaps of people following me, not heaps of people, but I have people following me on Twitter, but I feel bad because I don't use it. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, and oh, that's what I was gonna say. If you guys have any like relationship questions or anything, either message me or leave it in a comment, and I'll probably make a video on it. Don't worry, if you want to send me a message and a question, I'll say it in the video, but I won't say who it is, so I will answer the questions or whatever in the video, but I'll keep you anonymous. Just because I feel like it's something, you know, everyone breaks up. Not, that came out wrong, like everyone goes through a breakup, or everyone gets their heart broken at least once, and it sucks. But yeah, so I'll probably make a video talking more in depth about how to get over a breakup and everything when I'm completely over it. I mean, I have gone through it before, but it's not something that's easy to talk about when you're still going through it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll make a new video soon when I'm not working, and I think that's all I gotta say. So I'm gonna go now. Bye.